Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we are once again looking at anything I can do, you can do better. This is episode 2 and we are with Ozanada in his Musashi. Now Oz, as we affectionately call him, has only just recently got the Musashi. He's been saving up all of his coal to get himself this mighty battleship. While he's been grinding through the line for the Japanese battleships, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to go to the Yamato. There's no point. I can't be bothered grinding through the Izumo." And then he played this ship, and he's changed his mind. But today, this game isn't about massive amount of damage, although the damage done is quite considerable. It isn't about a huge amount of kills. It is about how to tank. Yes, you heard me right. It's about how to tank. Of anybody that I play with, of anybody that I've seen, Oz is the only person that I watch on YouTube or Twitch or anything like that that manages to get results like this on a regular basis. I kid you not. Okay? And he's going to show us how he does it in this game. Another little thing that Oz likes to do is he doesn't like using the shift button to zoom in and out. He likes using the scroll key, so I hope you can get used to that. But there we go. Anyway, so he's moving forward. He's already managed to tank up 151,000 damage, and that is a pittance to what you will see later on. And he's moving himself in a good position here to slow down the push of the enemy team at A on Tears of the Cruisers. Oh, sorry, I mean Tears of the Desert. I don't mind this map, actually. I'm a cruiser player. I quite enjoy this map. It's not too bad. But then, I think everybody has their favourite maps. Everybody has maps that they really hate. I'm really not a big fan of Okinawa. But anyway, so here we go. So again, he's been targeted by one. He's only done just shy of 8,000 damage so far, but he's already up to 300,000 tanks. Now if you look very closely at the minimap and his positioning and where he is, he's facing away from the enemy, and the only ship in the enemy team at the moment that kinda has a broadside to him is this Des Moines and the Yamato that's just popped up. That Yamato is going to be a good example of how not to tank later on. Is constantly changing his targets. He's always making sure that he's got all his guns on target at something. He's looking at this Minotaur at the moment, who's showing a nice broadside to him. And you'll notice he's reversing, but again he's still angled just enough so the battleships other than the Yamato are going to shoot at him. They're going to basically bounce if they hit the side of the ship. Going for the Missouri, is he? Or is he going for the Des Moines? I think there might be a bug there in the replay. There you go, it's only 4,500 damage. Most of what hit him bounced. He went for the Des Moines, that was a good shot. It's funny how you can get 2 overpens and then a Citadel. It's just great. Here we go. But now he's come under concerted fires. 3 people targeting him out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships that are there. This Minotaur is exceptionally lucky if he survives this. Yes, he's very lucky, just over pens. But again, still, look at his angle. Look at how much of his side he's showing, but how little damage he's taking. Uses his first heal. Puts out the 2 fires. Just shy of 1 million damage tank. There it is, it's just over 1 million now. Less than 7 minutes into the game, and this damage is this tanking damage is just going to keep going up. He's having a look. He does have help from Dorky and the Shimakaze and Nugan in Iowa. But still, angled away, giving himself every opportunity to bounce those shells. Slowly moving away from the enemy as well. It was a bit long. So anybody who's watching this and is wondering how come how come when I try this, it never happens to me? The reason is that you might think you're angled, but you're actually not. You need to get tighter than 30 degrees. Okay, 30 degrees is an auto bounce angle, unless you're up against certain ships like Stalingrad or like Des Moines and other heavy cruisers from the American line. Okay, you want to be as acute as possible to the enemy. Having a slight angle on your ship is nothing. If you're 90 degrees on, you're perfectly broadside. But you want to be over that 45 degree mark. Okay? 30 degrees is probably perfect. And that means that if they hit the right areas, again, it's got to hit the right area as well, then they will bounce off. Okay? They won't be penetrating or over pens or anything like that. It'll be bouncing off, and the enemy will be looking, oh, why am I not getting any penetrations? Why is it always over pens or bounces or shatters or something like that? So you've got to make sure that your angle is right. Use your mini-map to do that. Keep looking at it and having a proper look at what's going on. It gives you a better idea than actually looking at the ship versus ship. The enemy Yamato's all the way up on the A line. He's done a nice big route. He's about 20 kilometers away at the moment from us. And you notice he's also on half health, and he's only used he's used 2 of his heals so far to keep himself going. I'd be firing here just with that rear turret first. Citadels, yes, it's a citadel. Hopefully finish that off. The Cleveland's pushing him to try and finish him off. Now at this point, you look at the scores, okay? The enemy has 3 caps, although they're contesting C now, okay? There were 700 points to 180. It's now 700 points to 205. We still have no caps. The enemy have killed more ships. 4 to 3. You've got a massive battleship in the Musashi, all the way up in Bravo 8. Yes, we are watching this thing at the moment. But that Musashi has currently tanked 2.4 million, or just shy of 2.4 million. So that's 2.4 million damage that's been fired at Oz here, and he's still alive. And he's still, well, he's using his 3rd heal now to get up over half HP. And he's still constantly, there you go, there was a good thing. I'll go on about that. The angle there stopped, and where he hit him. So he didn't hit him in the nose, he didn't hit him in the or the bow of the stern. He hit his belt armor that sits along the side of the ship. Okay, that's why shattered or bounced. So watch where these shells go. So you had one that went in the nose, which is why it penetrated. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to angle to force the enemy to hit your belt armor. If you want to know where your belt armor is on your ship, just go and have a look, go into your port and look at your armor layout. Okay, you will see an area called belt armor. Now normally it is in yellow or red dependent on how much armor is in there. But if you have a look at that, you will see that that armor value is a lot higher. And to actually penetrate that, you have to show a lot more broadside, like this Kurfürst is showing right now. Whereas the Missouri is actually showing a much better angle. So that is why Oz has changed target. 10,000 damage hit there with 5 hits, 4 of them overpens, 1 penetration. That is fine. I was about to say they'd evened up the score there with kills, but no. There's still 1 kill behind. Now the Musashi's making a mistake. He's showing too much side. So Oz is going to try and punish him. Again, keeping his angle nice and tight. They've finally given up on trying to kill him. With 3.5 million damage tanked so far. Okay, he's using his 4th heal. There's more shells coming in from the Kurfürst. We're at 3.7 million. That puts it over just shy of 3.8. Oz is now starting to rack up the damage himself. The Yamato is still firing. Look, the Yamato's taken no damage so far, if you have a look over on the right hand of the screen there. No damage whatsoever. Our Yamato manages to take out the Missouri, which is great. We've got a cap. It's 840 points to 297. Make that 300. Game looks lost right now. A lot of people would give up on this, but let's just keep going. He's about to hit an island in the edge of the map, so he starts turning in. He's no longer being targeted by anything. The Yamato is ignoring him right now, and I think there is a destroyer somewhere. No, the destroyer's all the way down south. There must got to be another destroyer somewhere. There's two destroyers. I can only see one on the minimap, which is all the way down south. I believe he's going to die. Yep, there we go. 3.9 million damage tanked. Uses his final heal. Now, I would have held on with this one. I would have waited until it would actually give me a bit more. But Oz gets himself back up to roughly half HP. Just shy of it. We'll say 47%. That's a complete and utter guess at the top of my head. See, Oz is still spotted by something which is within 13.5 kilometers. It's not the Yamato, he's out with that. It's not the Kurfürst, he's out with that. So there's got to be something in amongst here. But no, it's not the Des Moines. The Des Moines is thing. There's a Kiev around somewhere then. Where's that Kiev? Is that a Kiev? It's a destroyer of some form, which was last seen in India 2. We've just lost our Seattle. It's now 980 points to 307. Oh, Alabama has just killed the Kurfürst. Excellent. It's 350 points to 925. On how not to tank in a ship. Now, that's not quite fair on the Yamato player there. He is actually angled okay. The problem is that he's up against 460mm guns. And all Oz needs to do is hit his nose. Because that's only 32mm, and 460 divided by 14.3 is higher than 32mm, which is how you figure out your overmatch mechanic. So he's constantly going to be doing this all the way over. 13.9 million damage tanked. I wonder what was spotting him then. That destroyer's all the way over there. That's interesting. It might just be a bug. So there's 3 minutes 45 seconds to go. It's 454 points to 869. They're taking B cap. The Yamato on the enemy team looks like he's given up firing at Oz here because he just hasn't been able to do any damage to him. Still at 3.9 million damage tanked. Looks like a good salvo. No, there you go. So he hit the belt armor there. That's the reason he got a shatter. But now that angle is flattening out. But he is turning in. Again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to hit the nose here. Just underneath the front turrets is what you're aiming for. When you're up against the Yamato. Because that's where the cheek lies. Okay, if you go and have a look at a Yamato and you look at the armour layout and you get rid of all the exterior and you look at the citadel, you'll see there's 2 angled cheeks at the front and at the back underneath the turrets. If you can hit them, big enough shell calibers, you will penetrate and hit the citadel. There you go, just like that. The Yamato's got sick foot up getting fired at now. $580 points to 932. At this point, who do you think's going to win? There's 1 minute 46 seconds left to go. Friendly Yamato has just got Confederate. Oz has just got high caliber. See, we're even saying, somebody in the chat is even saying lost, good game. $225,000 damage from Oz. Close to 226. That's 236,000. 650 points to 970. The Yamato is down. There we go. Alabama burnt him down. There's a Seattle left. Up against, I believe it is a Hindenburg. There's 30 seconds. No idea what the Seattle's doing. He's trying to survive, but what he should be doing is stop firing and running away. Our friendly Yamato takes aim and fires with 9 seconds on the clock and takes out the Seattle to win the game. The amount of times that was at, like, a couple of ticks away or 1 kill away from losing was amazing. But this is all about the potential damage. 4.08 million by Oz. I hope you enjoyed that game, guys. I really enjoyed watching it.